جميل جدا. شكرا جزيلا. So I was saying that not all letters will change shape. We have 6 letters that never connect with the next letter. They never want to shake hands with the next letter, and I call them the unfriendly letters because they don't want to shake hands with the next letter. And those actually never change shape. They keep the same shape, whether they are in isolated form, beginning, middle, or final. And they are basically the easiest letters because you don't have to think about the way they are written in different positions in the word. Other letters will connect to the next letter, and they are willing to connect to the previous letter if it's a friendly letter, if it's not one of those 6. شكرا جزيلا. شكرا لسلامك ولحضورك. شكرا. أهلا وسهلا. That was the first question that people asked. The next question is, what is the difference between alif and lam? Well, alif is basically it's just a stick that goes from the top to the line. It stops at the line. And I'll tell you a little more about it. I'm just talking about shape right now. And the lam goes from the top to the line. And when it's isolated, it goes down under the line and back up to the line. If it's in the beginning of the word, it will stop at the line and continue to the next letter at the line level. If it's in the middle, it has the exact same shape as the beginning shape. However, if the preceding letter is a connecting letter, you will see a line coming to it from the preceding letter. If it's in final position, if it's preceded by a non-connecting letter, an unfriendly letter, it will have the exact same shape as the isolated shape. If it's preceded by a connecting letter, you will see a line coming from that connecting letter, from that friendly letter. So that's basically the difference in shape. So remember, if you are writing an alif and you make a mistake and you don't stop at the line and you continue, you've actually written an L. Basically, the Arabic L looks like an English L, but going in the opposite direction. Interesting, isn't it? Now, the difference in terms of function, the alif can have 2 different functions. It could be a long vowel, and it could also be an anchor for something else. So it could be, if it has a hamza on top of it, it's here to carry a vowel. It could be a short vowel or a long vowel. So if, for example, if you have the word ana, you would write an alif, a hamza, and a short a. So the alif hamza is here to carry the short vowel a, fatha. And hi Faisal, how are you doing? Explaining about Arabic letters and sounds today. Welcome to my live. And that's going to be the same in the beginning of a word for any vowel. You cannot write a vowel at the beginning of a word in Arabic without alif hamza. So a will have to have alif hamza and a short a. U, the same, but with a short u. E, the same with a short e. In that case, the hamza can go under the line, or it could stay above the line with the vowel e going between the alif and the hamza. If you have long vowels, same thing. A word like Iran starts with alif hamza and then the long e, because if you don't have that alif hamza, that long e is in fact a y. And you're thinking, is this ya or you or yi? And then the same thing with u. For example, a word like Europa is written with alif hamza and then the long u. And that's the only way that could be a long U, because that wow could be a long U, because without the alif hamza, that wow is a W, and you're thinking, is it wa or wu or we? So keep that in mind. The alif can also carry other symbols like hamzat al-wasl, which is hamza that looks like a little sod, a baby sod. And it's used when we don't pronounce the alif. You can see my video on the pronunciation of the definite article al. And it can also carry a madda. Madda is when you have two alifs in a row, like in a word like al-an or Quran, where you have a long ah, and that's it about alif. So those are the two questions I wanted to answer. Stay on course studio, welcome to my live. Did you have any questions about Arabic letters and sounds? I'm here to answer your questions. You can let me know in the chat. I've just answered a couple of questions that students had, and I'm here to see if you have any other questions before I close the live. I'm here every week at 11:45 a.m. New York time, and I see that nobody else has questions, so I'm going to close the live, and I hope to see you next week, inshallah. In the meantime, feel free to ask questions under my videos on YouTube, here on Instagram, on my blog, and don't forget to check out my books on Amazon. They make beautiful gifts. Assalamu alaikum. Bye, everyone.